Hello everyone, today I'm bringing you a video called Yoga for Your Shoulders. So I know a lot of us have shoulders that have a lot of problems with rotation, flexibility, range of motion, or possibly hyperextension. So finding that place where we can feel comfortable in our shoulders, but also keep them in a safe space. So probably right now you can see that I'm slightly rotated forward, so that would be internal rotation. So working on that external rotation and allowing our shoulders to not give us any pain or injury as well. So we're gonna be using a strap today. If you don't own a yoga strap and you own a belt or a tie in your house, you can also use one of those. Otherwise, you can pick up a very inexpensive strap at many locations. All right, so as we stand together, I want you to hold your strap. And it's okay if your strap has these kind of built-in loops in it. There's all different kinds of straps. But as long as you have a surface that's flat, that's all we're looking for to work with today. Another example I didn't offer you, by the way, is a leash for your dog. So if you have one in the house, those are easy options to use as well. So we're gonna start with our feet grounded, and I want you to take your hands wider than your shoulders. So notice my hands are a little bit outside, and I want you to inhale, raise your arms to shoulder height, and kind of check in with your shoulders and notice if they're in line. And notice that they're a little bit wider. And I want you to inhale, come up. And as that happens, I want you to notice, first of all, your ribs and your pelvis might tilt forward, which is called an anterior tilt. I want you to exhale, hug everything back in, and then lift your chest. Now from there, you're gonna notice that my right shoulder, which if you look at the camera, is your left shoulder. But as I hug it down, I really have to feel the work, and we call that scapular depression. So that's bringing the scapula down towards the tailbone, engaging your glutes as well, so my legs are active. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, just bring your arms down. So you'll notice right away, maybe you feel some burning in the top of your shoulders, all right? So your medial deltoids, and then pull the shoulders down again. And then I want you to inhale, bring your arms back up. Exhale, see if you can start to pull your arms further back. And again, you'll notice this side, my right side, has a lot less flexibility in it, and it tends to elevate pretty quickly, which is why I have to remember to depress the whole time. All right, so slowly come down, staying at that distance. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pulling the arms back, pulling them back, pulling them back. And again, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see this, tucking the ribs in. So hugging them in nice and tight, okay? Exhale, lower down. I want you to take your hands even wider now. So you're gonna widen your hands. So our goal this time is to inhale, raise our arms up. Exhale to take our arms slightly behind us. And again, there should be a great pull. So yes, we are going into hyperextension. We're bringing our arms further than they should be over our head in terms of our shoulders staying in alignment. But we're starting to find that small space and opening, and we're keeping our elbows soft, which prevents the locking out of the elbows, keeping our arms safe. So from there, I want you to inhale, come back up and over, exhale, lower. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. Exhale, see if you have some room. Good, pull back. And again, you might be very clearly noticing the difference in my shoulders left to right, or you might notice them in yourself. Bring your arms back down, and now widen your hands one more time. The goal this time is to be able to bring the arms up and over behind the back. So inhale, raise your arms high to the sky. Exhale, bring your arms behind you, and this might be your stopping point, or if you can, you're gonna exhale, try to pull your arms all the way down to your tailbone. Good, take a deep breath in as you roll your shoulders, so I'll turn from behind, and then you're gonna inhale the arms up, 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 and then all the way back over. So you'll notice that space. So again, it's inhale, lift your arms up. Now I'm gonna take my shoulders, I'm gonna depress them, bring them down, and then exhale all the way around behind me, slowly, 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 touching the tailbone. And then inhale all the way up and over the head, reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, bring it back down. So that's the first way that we're starting to kind of open up. So we're gonna go from that closed grip, about shoulder distance apart. Inhale the arms up, exhale, stopping point, and then lower them down. A little bit wider. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, stopping point, lower down. One more time, a little bit wider. Inhale, arms up, exhale, see if you can find more room, more room, more room. Good. And then come all the way back up and over, and then release. So we're gonna lay our straps at the top of our mat, because we're gonna find that same sequence again. So you can just lay them there for you to use the next time. So as we bring our arms together, inhale, raise your arms to the sky. Interlace your fingers, press up. Exhale, tuck the chin down. Good, take your time here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, you're gonna raise your arms up to the sky. Take your left hand as you bend your right elbow. Pull your head back into your elbow and tricep. Lift your chest up. Exhale, side bend to your left. So find space in the right side of your body. Come back through center. Inhale, raise both arms. Exhale, bend the left elbow. Hold on tight with the right hand. And then pull your body over to the right. Lean back into the tricep. Inhale, return to center. Reach both arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the tailbone as you fold, and then bow over your thighs. Now, if this is really hard for you, you can use your strap here, okay? So you can take your strap behind your back. If your hands don't interlace, and you can bring your arms over your head that way. Sometimes I think the strap is a crutch in that way because I think that you should be able to interlace your fingers or at least hold on. But if you can't, please use it. Good, take another breath and then lower your hands. We're gonna inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. We're gonna step back to high plank, top of a push-up. Lower down to your stomach slowly. Good, we're gonna take our right arm out to 3 o'clock. So extend the right arm out from you. Place your left hand like a push-up. Roll onto your right side, lay your head down. If it's hard to lay your head down, grab your block, place it under your head. Pick up your top leg, bend the knee, and plant the foot behind you. Stay here. This left hand can come onto your left thigh, opening the chest and shoulders. And then notice the opening in the front of your right chest, so the pec and anterior deltoid. Take your time, slowly, slowly, slowly shift back to your belly. Exhale, you're gonna use your fingertips. Inhale, open your heart. And then exhale, come down. You can keep the block here. If you don't need the block, just place it back. Extend your left arm out to 9 o'clock. Lay your left ear down, and then we're gonna roll on the side. This place, you're gonna bend your right knee, and you're gonna plant your foot. And then again, right hand to right hip and press. So you should feel this in the chest and in the back. Stay here for 3, 2, come back through center on 1. Good, you're gonna find Cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. So inhale, raise your heart up, and then exhale back to your downward facing dog. Now I'm gonna take a large step so I'm facing you. So go ahead and take this wide-legged stance so your body is facing me. So that way for these next few poses, it'll be easier to follow each other. Now again, you can use your strap if you have one. This is a great place to do that, or you don't have to. We're gonna go ahead and start folding forward here, and I want you to go ahead and place your right hand in the middle of your mat, so slightly forward of your toes. If it does not touch your mat, you can use a block to bring the ground closer to you, which I'll demonstrate here. I'm gonna bring my weight forward, shoulders on top, and then raise my left arm high. So right here, this might be enough for you to feel your shoulders, and you might feel really secure and wanna go nowhere else. Otherwise, half bind, and I want you to bend your knees a little bit, grab the top of your thighs. Notice how I'm holding on, and then I'm gonna re-extend my hips back and then open up my shoulder more. And then I'm gonna find a release by allowing my head to drop, right ear, right shoulder, and you should feel this in the top of the left shoulder. So again, use your block. If the block is not high enough, remember you can always rotate it. There's 3 heights, or place it to the side. On your next breath, I want you to inhale, raise your left arm back up if it's bound. And then we're going to thread it underneath of our extended arm to grab our leg. So option 1, grab the thigh. That might be enough. Option 2, the calf. And if you have this great flexibility underneath your heel, and you can kind of hold on there. From there, I want you to slowly take this hand, and you're gonna grab your opposite leg. From there, this might be plenty, and you should feel this a lot in your traps, upper back, back of the shoulders. Option 2, I'm gonna start to open up my right underarm and look underneath it. So I'm gonna slide this hand up to help me out, and then twist. And this effort in my back feels really nice and a great release in my shoulders. Exhale, slowly unwind by releasing one hand and the other. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale, we're gonna place our left hand on the block. Inhale, raise your right arm high to the sky, stay here, great option. Option 2, bend the knees to find the bind. Straighten the legs, tailbone back, and then roll the shoulder open from there. Exhale, take your head, drop it down. So whether your arm's in the air or not, and then rest ear to shoulder. I'm gonna remove the block on this side just so you can see it without the block. Take your time, lift this arm back up. Good, exhale, thread it under, and grab your calf muscle, thigh, wherever you can reach. And then take this hand that's on the earth and grab the other leg. So this is option 1, just crossed arms and folding. Option 2, start to peel open the left shoulder. Take your head, peer underneath. And you should feel this all the way from the outside of the hip, down the ribs, through the underarm, into the shoulders and neck. Open up a little bit more, and then very slowly unwind. Good, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Pivot back to the front of your mat so you're in this nice lunge shape. And then very, very slowly, I want you to step back into your high plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, raise your heart up. And now exhale, we're gonna take dragonfly. So you're gonna lower your right forearm down and then your left forearm. So you can take any of these shoulder exercises anytime you would like to, and you can challenge yourself to try them in different varieties or just one at a time. So from Sphinx pose, you're gonna inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, right arm, palm face up to the left. Left arm, palm face up to the right. And then your goal is to wiggle your arms, palm face up or down, all the way out so your shoulders are starting to stack. Relax your bottom and exhale, chin down. So this space that's happening in the back of your shoulders right now, maybe even in the front, should be rather intense. I want you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now this can cause some tingling in the fingers if you're noticing some kind of nerve impingement. So if you are, you just move your hands around a little bit. Okay, maybe you just flip or just rest. And if your head is super uncomfortable, you can always take your block and put your forehead on it. Take a bigger breath in and then exhale it out. From here, we're gonna first remove our left hand and then our right. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, back to child's pose where we're gonna take rabbit pose. So go ahead and tuck your toes, pull your heels back. Try to reach for your heels if you can. Take your chin, tuck it down, top of the head, stretch out through the upper back into the shoulders and the neck. Stay there for 3, 2, and then release your tailbone on 1. Inhale, raise your arms high into the sky. Exhale, release your hands. And then we're slowly gonna come into downward facing dog. We'll do the second side of that pose shortly. Step your right foot forward, lower your back knee. Grab your strap, inhale, shoulder width, reach it high into the sky. Exhale, let it pull you backwards as you open your hips. From here, lateral movement, left arm up, right arm over, tug and pull in your lunge. Inhale back through center. Exhale, lateral movement. This one's gonna feel weird. Pull it left as your right arm goes up. Come back through center. Inhale, spread your arms wider. Maybe you can allow your arms to come into this big, bold back bend. This is challenging. If this is tough for you, that's okay. Inhale, bring the arms back up and over, and then lay your strap down. We'll just step back to down dog from there. Good, breath out. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, Sphinx pose again. So as we find Sphinx pose, you're gonna come right back to where we were before and raise the heart. We're gonna inhale, awkwardly straighten the arms so you look like a seal. And then from there, take your left arm, thread it under, palm face up or down, And then take your right arm to the left. And you're gonna stack your shoulders. I'm gonna keep my palms face up for this one because my right shoulder is tighter and stronger, so it's giving me kind of a little push back in my body. Take a deep breath in. Again, you can look straight ahead if that's comfortable, or you can lower your head down. All I want you to do though is try to relax your legs. A lot of people hold a lot of tension in your glutes here and in your feet. Just let them completely relax. And you can stay here much longer. You can always pause this video or do this pose again on your own anytime you want. I would recommend 1 to 2 minutes if you're feeling a lot of pain and tension. It can be really beneficial to hold these poses for longer. On your next breath, we're gonna slide our right arm out first, and then our left arm. And then inhale, press up. Exhale, this time back to child's pose. But we're gonna take our hips back, keep our toes untucked, interlace our fingers, bring our top of the head down, and then bring the arms overhead. So a different variation here of rabbit pose. Staying here for 3, make sure you're on the top of your head and not your forehead. 2, and then exhale, release on 1. Remember, you can always do that pose with your strap. Inhale, raise your arms high. Exhale, release them down. We'll come into our downward facing dog here. Inhale, when you're ready, we're gonna step our left foot forward, drop our right knee, and grab our strap again. Shoulder width distance apart. I want you to inhale, slowly bring your arms up as you sink in. Exhale, pause. Keep your right arm in the air as you tilt to the left, keeping the bicep by the ear and pulling in this diagonal stretch. So you should feel this from the front of the quad to the sky. Come back to center, exhale the second side, so let your right arm slowly start to come down as your left arm comes up. Inhale, come back through center, exhale, widen the hands, pull back. If you want, widen them more, pull back as far as you can, and then through the back bend, come back up, over. Exhale, release your hands, and this time we're gonna take a large step forward. So go ahead and widen the feet and fold forward here for a moment for me. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you have a block, feel free to have a seat on it. If you don't, feel free to sit on the ground from here. So you should notice that there's a lot of work right now that's happening in our shoulders and in the rest of our body. So it's important that we kind of see how we're responding to that. So as we sit here, pull your shoulders together from the back and then lift your heart. And then notice naturally kind of how we tilt forward and how that collapses. So driving, texting, typing can all do that. So exhale, pull it back. Now you don't want to stand like a robot so you have no mobility. It's this kind of softness in the body. So inhale your arms up. Exhale, you're going to take your right arm under your left. So I'm going to mirror you. So I'm going to be on the opposite side. Option 1 here. Option 2 here. Press into your palms, raise your elbows. So you'll notice this bind that I've created. It's a bounded variation of just goddess arms. And then reach your elbows up. Now I'm going to take my spine and I'm going to push it behind me as I reach my fingers towards you. And I want you to create all the space that you can. Good. Inhale, open your arms wide like you're going to offer this massive hug. Pull your shoulder bones together. And then exhale, second side. So you're going to take your left arm under. Again, I'm mirroring you. Palms, or if that's too hard, you can just hold your shoulders. And then press to lift up. Now you can stay here if this is plenty. Otherwise, curl, tuck, and then take your fingers and push them out in front of you. Keep reaching your arms forward, elongate the body. And then inhale when you're ready, reach all the way back up, open the heart. And then exhale, release. So the goal for me, for you today, is to allow yourself a safe space to feel comfortable in your shoulders. So go ahead and inhale your arms up high and stop where it doesn't feel good anymore. So if this is too much, stay here. Take a deep breath in through your nose and take a deep breath out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Pull the hands all the way through the heart. Go ahead and interlace the fingers, push them towards me, and just kind of press and lengthen out through the elbows as well. Good, and then from this place, exhale, release. So I feel a lot of heat in the front, back, and tops of my shoulders, and I hope you do as well. If you have any questions about more ways to utilize your straps for your practice, specifically in opening your shoulders, let me know. This is definitely a beginner to intermediate variation of using your strap and of shoulder opening, but eventually I'll create more videos for you that are more advanced using the strap with different binds. Thank you guys.